for today's cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee.
We're connecting dots.
Oh, to what?
Lots of things. One of the things is that I found a roll of chartreuse duct tape in the closet.
You did.
It has now become a fashion statement. Yeah. You can do some amazing things with duct tape.
We need new glasses. We need new glasses.
I was able to buy me another, my readers, the arm on it or the earpiece or whatever the hell you call it.
Mm-hmm.
I had put them on last night and it was like, something's wrong. What is wrong with this? This does not fit my head. And I got to looking and it was very askew. And I'm like, well, this is bizarre.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I needed my glasses to be able to see what was wrong with my glasses. So that caused a little bit of a problem. And I finally was able to figure out that there was a crack in it. I was able to order some. Mm-hmm. And y'all can bitch all you want to about Jeff Bezos and stuff. But for those of us that live in these remote areas, that is a godsend.
It is. They just need to treat their employees better.
Well, they do. I mean, But
and stop scamming the customers as well.
In the meantime, I thought, okay, I can fix this and be fashionable. So I encouraged others. I mean, it's not like I have other ones and I have another pair in my pocketbook if I wanted to get them. Mm-hmm. But that was one of the interesting things. Innovate, adapt, overcome.
Yes.
In all these things. Mm-hmm. And then the other connecting of the dots has to do with goblins. I'm convinced that people have brain goblins.
Brain goblins. Is there such a thing as brain goblins?
There is now because I spoke it.
The Fae can do some shit to you mentally.
Isn't that how it works? Because I say something and it's automatically supposed to be treated as canon?
I don't know. This is all theory. This is all theory.
Figure, hell, I will roll with it. I can bullshit with the best. I've been trained in it.
Yeah, the Bigfoot ass hairs. Sell those on eBay.
Yeah,
man.
we need to get some
good
those.
Money.
Hey, you trimmed your beard the other day. We could have.
I thought you were about to say you trimmed your ass the other day.
Well, that's a little too personal. I don't think about that. I don't want to think about that. If you're wondering what the hell a goblin is, from Britannica.com, and this is in Western folklore, a wandering sprite and boogeyman of sorts, usually mischievous, but often malicious. And so it was these, they supposedly lived in grottos, but they would attach themselves to households.
Yeah, they're kind of an offshoot of trolls.
There is a whole mythos of these creatures that have been forgotten, which is really remarkably sad.
Because nobody has seen those, so they think it's myth. So it's like, of course they're gone.
Well, they've got other excuses for them. They supposedly were believed to bang pots and pans, snatch night clothes off people's bodies while they were sleeping, and move furniture around. And which
I don't mind. I wouldn't mind if they rearranged my room a bit.
As I was say, as long as they may have better ideas on the furniture than we are coming up with.
Yeah.
And it says, and then to scamper away after rapping on walls and doors. Well, hell, who would know? The cats would eat them. Mm-hmm. The cats, we don't have goblins because we have cats.
That's why we don't got gnomes, none of that.
Yeah, I'd say that is so. And it says that they were thought to help parents discipline children by rewarding the good ones and then punishing the bad ones. This was interesting. I thought it said that the word goblin derives from the Greek kobolos, which means rogue.
Okay.
See, I found that very interesting.
Kobolos is rogue.
And
rogue.
Then I found a cool little
That
article.
means
Parts
it's
of it are cool.
crazy.
Do what?
That means it's crazy.
No, that just means it's sort of rebellious. It doesn't do what it's supposed to do if something goes rogue. And then from a website, it's called The Conversation, and was by John Dickson. Dickson Batten. He's got two names, more than one names there. And it was from December the 13th of 2022. What is a goblin? And I'm not going to read all of it, but this was interesting because in 2022, the word of the year from the folks at the Oxford English Dictionary was a phrase which was goblin mode.
Yeah.
And
That was definitely a phrase.
the official definition is a type of behavior which is unapologetically self-indulgent, lazy, slovenly, or greedy, typically in a way that rejects social norms or expectations.
That puts it kind of harsh.
That's what they've got in the dictionary now.
That's what I'm saying. That's rather harsh for saying goblin mode.
I don't know. That's just what they're calling it. And so it goes on as far as explaining that English folklorist Catherine Mary Briggs, and that
Actually,
was
you
from
know what? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Never mind.
from 1898 to 1980, she said that goblins are evil and ill-intentioned spirits, small and ugly in appearance. Rather, they are embedded in the rich folklore of the United Kingdom in particular. And it says, like all members of the very broad category of fae, or beings of the preternatural world, including fairies, elves, pixies, goblins, they're renowned for being tricksy. That's a word you don't hear much.
That's a name.
In other words, they're best to be avoided.
Trixie. That's a name.
That's spelled with an X is the name. This was not.
Oh.
So then I found this other one and I thought, okay, let's roll with this. If you got a case of the goblins, how do you get rid of them? So I went to Quora. Is it Quora?
I think it's
whatever. Query.
No, but
question.
I was just being like Quora.
And
Oh God, Quora.
there was someone named Bram Haenen, I think is what it was, from 4 years ago. And this was interesting because his title is Bachelor Applied Science specialized in analytical chemistry. And I told Kid, I said, damn, I said, if somebody's got that kind of a handle, whether it be good or who knows, he could have pulled this out of his ass.
Legitimately, that's what I'm.
But it's
Especially what he wrote.
Listen, this might be somebody who knows. And he was talking about it depends on the goblins, how well organized and intelligent they are, how do they live, how well are their trap setting skills, how cowardly and numerous are they, etc. And then as I kept reading, which was actually very well written, and I enjoyed reading, and it was the word thusly. And I told Kid, I said, this is a D&D campaign.
Yeah.
And more than likely, it truly is, because when he was talking about Goblin Slayer, yeah, that's probably a little touch of D&D.
That's D&D. That is.
And so,
That is role player, man.
with Kid, I'm like, how do we... What if some of these video games and stuff actually have that much element of truth and we just don't know it? As far as, what to do about hordes of goblins and different things like that.
Mm-hmm. They could. It could be. I mean, that's all based off of legend at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So, it very well could be just legend knowledge shoved into just board games at this point.
Mm-hmm. But I'm convinced that that goblins have evolved and changed to meet current times.
I think there's new things, not just. I don't think goblins exist anymore. I think there's a new something similar.
I think it's brain goblins. I'm calling them brain goblins. Because after I watched a video of this woman who had, it was one of the packages of cinnamon rolls that you bring home and you bake at home, and they're nice, especially the orange ones. Those are really, really nice. Back when I could still do wheat, and you take them out of the oven, and they got the glaze on them, and they warm, and you got a fresh cup of coffee. That's some goodness. But this woman, I thoroughly am convinced she had a brain goblin, because she took a can opener to the end of that thing.
She did.
And she was saying, I can't figure out how to get them out, really. And I hollered at Kid. I said, come here and explain this TikTok world to me.
Some people are just that dumb.
And that she's like, oh, well, I make an air pocket, and then I take a pair of scissors. And honest to God, I was afraid she was going to shank herself with those scissors. She was not adept with, of course, somebody that couldn't figure out how to open the cinnamon rolls.
If you know how to open a biscuit can, you know how to open one of those cans of cinnamon rolls.
I mean, you just peel off the label. There's a seam there on the side of the can. You take a spoon, you poke that in there, and it goes poof.
You don't even have to do that. You just have to bend
Well,
it
you
and it
can
will
twist
snap.
it and stuff, but usually you'd take, And it was, and I said, Kid, this has to be her joking. And he's like, no, she's serious.
It's a dead ass.
And I'm like, because behind her, you see the vastness of the home that she's in. And I'm like, there's no justice in the world.
Book knowledge does not equate.
I don't think that
Common
was book
knowledge.
knowledge. I don't think that was book knowledge. I think that there was something else at play other than book knowledge. Those people that are wanting somebody that all they do is giggle and wiggle and stuff like that, and it's like then they got somebody that has like not even two brain cells to rubbed together, plus they got a brain goblin. Well, now, damn, they got what they paid for too.
Yeah.
But so I'm convinced that some of these people that are doing some of these remarkably stupid things, that they got brain goblins. And maybe, I don't know if we could smudge and that would help, if we could hang certain crystals.
Lay out candles, crystals, smudge the place.
A little bit of wormwood.
Salt the area, put salt on all four corners. Put broomsticks above our doors, all that.
And I think part of this
Do all that little witchy shit.
Yeah, I think that part of this is I just cannot comprehend that people can be that damn dumb. I would rather attribute the stupidity to a brain goblin than to sit there and go, damn, you eat up with a dumbass. You just absolutely, that's on you.
The power of Christ compels the stupid. Power of stupid compels you. The power of stupid compels you.
We really, is there not some kind of incantation or rosary or whatever some of these other people do to ward off the spirit of stupid?
Stupido. Stupido. What was that meditation thing? Reiki, something like that. I don't know.
I don't remember that one. I know what you're
Reiki.
I don't know.
Stupido. Stupido.
I think that summoning the stupid, we want to repel the stupid. And the way that we repel the stupid is we stay in the house.
That's to keep you sane because of all the stupid people.
I mean, and honestly, we do have our property. No, in all seriousness, is blessed as far as we have walked the property. It is a matter from time to time as far as scattering salt. It is a matter of consecrating the ground. As far as to God, it's asking that angels be put on all posts and stuff like that. We do have things on the doorway. We're very careful. We got rid of the welcome stuff, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for the most part, except we got a thing that said, welcome scaredy cats. Now we got a bunch of cats.
Well, maybe that's what it is. Maybe we need to flip that thing upside down. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go away, scaredy cats. I think that there is a trend that they do have unwelcome mats.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. It's like, no.
They trying to get rid, they don't want a case of the brain goblins.
Exactly. That's exactly it.
They were ahead of the game. I was a little bit behind on this trend.
Oh.
But it was just rather astounding. And even as far as doing the thing that I have to do on a daily basis, several times a day, lots. All right, they had put an independent company had sent a, what do you call it? Landing thing. They is the thing. They put the thing in, the thing, man. It was, they went to the moon. And it was innovative machines, and I think they had spent so many billions of dollars, and that they had sent a lander to the moon yesterday. And I watched a little bit of it and stepped outside to smoke, and I came back, and it was over, and I thought, what the hell happened? And people in the chat were going, did it land? And they were like, oh, success. And then I heard, like, the thing tipped over. It got to the moon, supposedly, but then it tipped over.
So that means he dead.
Pretty much. So they littering the moon. Japan sent one several months back, and it had some kind of problems, too. Well, how are they going to go get it?
They need another rocket. Don't they got multiple
So
rockets?
I know what it was. It was goblins. They made it just tip over. Because the goblins, they can do that.
That's horrifying to think that there's a man stuck up on the moon right now.
It wasn't a real person. It was unmanned. It was just the landing thingy.
Oh.
So it wasn't an actual human anything. Neither was the one from Japan.
Well, then that's different. Then it's just... Like
They just littering. They're littering the moon. And there were several other things that I have read recently, and I'm like, you got a bad case of the brain goblins. So that's it.
Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah,
my God.
I think you're right. People have brain goblins. That's the issue.
So I think it's a matter of smudging. I'll have to research and see what herbs can be used to ward off the brain goblins.
Yeah.
I'd say that they probably could jump from person to person. I think it's transmitted through TikTok.
Yeah. And a lot of other things.
And you said that there were other people that were equally as dumb.
Yeah. They're all over the world.
And so this is Dunning-Kruger thing.
Dollar Tree is not just a job, it's a career.
Oh, God.
Got to do the face with it.
We'll have to wait till we get the camera on that one. It's just like...
Yeah.
Be in constant prayer.
Mm-hmm.
It's times like this that that scripture is just like, yeah, I can see what they're talking about now.
Yep.
So, final thoughts, kid. Get you some more cats. They'll keep away the brain goblins.
Y'all want some?
We'll share. We will share.
Uh-huh.
Oh, if you've had experiences with paranormal or supernatural encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, brain goblins.
Brain goblins.
You can send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com, and the email address is there in the description box, plus the links.
Mm-hmm. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Thank you all. Have a good.
Know that you're loved.
Mm-hmm.
And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.